rapping like the kid from Everybody Hates Chris in that Disney movie he made. I forget which one it was, but they always bring it up, and they
Is
always
it called Everybody Hates Chris Disney Edition?
I don't know, but they always bring it up because he does the battle in there, and like at the end of the movie, his battle is so corny. Like in real life, the battle rap he was in was so corny. He still somehow
You're gonna
won.
have to find this movie, bro.
You've never seen this one? Oh, dude.
You don't even tell me the name of the movie.
Because I can't even remember the name of the movie.
It was probably ass. That's why.
Yeah, it was ass. It was one of those Disney movies that was like.
Is it like a BBL ass or is it like?
No, it was like no ass, like a straight back to ass.
So a
cheek.
long back.
Like long back. That's how terrible of a movie. It was a long back. It was a straight. So if you would basically if this movie was anybody with an ass, this movie would have no ass. That's how bad it was.
So it's a 1 out of 10.
It's not even a 1 out of 10.
You're talking about a rap battle in the flat ass movie.
Yeah.
No one's gonna watch that. Man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's terrible.
While y'all talking about flat asses and rap battles, we're rolling, guys.
Oh shit! What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
It's Movies y
Welcome
Mas.
to the Flat Booty Podcast.
I'm your boy, Big Mas Tomas.
And I'm Greg.
Movies y Mas. Was it episode 10 now? Dang, we're at episode 10, y'all.
We're supposed to be celebrating right now.
Yeah,
hit
the head clappers. Oh, can you hit the clappers? There we
made
go. Episode 10.
It's a milestone episode.
Right, milestone episode.
We got a stripper pole over there.
Somewhere over there. I'm gonna be jumping on the stripper pole.
We have. There's no women.
What's up, fool? You're not coming to my kickback or what?
Yeah, what? Anyways,
damn, bro.
man, we got a dope episode for you this week because if you didn't catch it, what was it last week?
Last week, yeah, we talked about
no, I'm saying this what we're about to talk about dropped last week, right?
Well, oh shit, no, yeah, this
James Gunn.
James Gunn made a post yesterday, not yesterday, but like last week.
Yeah.
About Superman, and it's the first reveal that we've gotten of this character in costume.
Yes.
Well, do we kind of have to explain it? The new restart of the DCEU in general.
Yes, please. Kind of
This is James Gunn's universe.
Yes. This is 100% James Gunn, which, okay, look, if you don't know the backstory, what was it, a year or two ago? James Gunn basically.
I want to say the end of 2022.
So just before the Flash movie came out,
yeah.
James Gunn basically, it was announced that James Gunn would be taking over control over the DCEU.
Well, no, it was after Black Adam.
Well, yeah, Black Adam, but before the Flash.
Yeah, because the Flash came out last summer.
Yeah,
June.
So then it was in November then, because it was in either way. It happened after Black Adam.
Yeah,
and it wasn't only because we get this. It came out of nowhere for us because as fans, we get this, this what is it? Post-credit scene with Black Adam and Superman. So now everybody's like, "Oh shit, we're gonna get Henry Cavill versus The Rock and a
Warner
fucking Black Adam movie." And then out of nowhere, the Warner Brothers is like, "Yo,
I don't
look over there real quick."
I don't know if it's out of nowhere. I think Warner was like,
"Nah, dude, it was nobody was expecting this."
No, remember, The Rock played his card to get Henry Cavill in the post credits.
Yeah,
they were fighting about that.
Yeah, and I mean, but they were fighting about it. But that's what I'm saying. It came out of nowhere that all of a sudden now DC is no longer going to be doing any of that shit anymore. Like anything Zack Snyder, basically anything that Zack Snyder's hands touched or inspired was not going to happen anymore. It wasn't going to move forward. And it was unfortunate because, like I said, we get Black Adam, and then we watch this post credit with Henry Cavill.
We got that bullshit.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden everybody's excited because now we're gonna get Henry Cavill, and now
no, that was the point where everyone pretended to like Henry Cavill again.
Yes, that was the other thing. Fuck that shit. Like, if you didn't like Superman,
standing on business.
If you did not like the Superman movie that he was in,
no, they shit on the Superman movie. They shit on Batman v Superman. I mean,
yes, like
granted, it wasn't great,
Batman,
but. Dog, like this revisionist history going on, or everyone all of a sudden pretending like they loved Henry Cavill.
Yes,
bro. Like
fuck you guys. I'm sorry.
That wasn't there. I was there. That sentiment was not there.
No.
Is he a good Superman? Absolutely. The movies he was in.
Look, I'm sorry.
I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is like one of my favorite movies.
I agree with you, dude, because I remember watching Man of Steel with my homies, and they'd be like, "Dude, why are you watching this? This is the worst Superman." I'm like, fuck you. How is this the worst Superman? Like
that shit.
This is the best Superman. Like, and when all that happened, I was sad. I honestly was sad for Henry Cavill because the dude has been through the fucking ringer.
Yeah.
When it came to being Superman,
he left The Witcher shit to do this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But when I say he's been to the ringer, I mean, how long did they tell him he was going to be able to do a Superman 2? And how many times did they work on a fucking story that sounded dope? I think at one point...
Again, like DC didn't know what the fuck they were doing. And now they finally have someone that's not an exec in charge of it.
Exactly.
They have a creative there. So that's what's saving this. So we finally got our first look at Superman Legacy.
Yes.
I think they changed the title back to just Superman.
Is it?
I think it's just Superman now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what James Gunn posted yesterday.
Dope. Okay. That's good.
Yeah,
coming out July 15th, right?
July
11th.
July 11th, 2025. I can't. What's the dude's name? David Coruscant.
Yes.
That's the guy's that's going to be playing Superman now. I have never seen him in anything, so I couldn't tell you anything about him. What did you think of the image, though?
I think it's dope overall. Okay. So one of the things not that I dislike, but I like when they release photos of the characters, but I like it even more when they release a photo of the character and it looks like he's been in battle.
Yeah,
Because I don't want to see a crisp, clean version of the suit. I want to see what it's going to look like when he's through the ringer and in the midst of this shit.
It's an interesting choice. Like, there's clearly a battle going on in the background, but he's just chilling in this apartment, kind of like, looks like he's just recouping, getting his shit back together before he goes back out.
Yep.
But it looks like he's already been beaten. So I'm like, I don't know what angle they're going to go for in this movie, but I think we're finally going to get a Superman movie that kind of focuses more on character rather than just like.
This is definitely going to be something where you're going to see some good character development.
Yeah,
and I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it since. Look, I know it sounded like I was talking shit earlier, but I was talking shit more on the fact that people hated on Henry Cavill, and then are now like mad that Henry Cavill's not in here.
Yeah.
It is rumored. I'm not for sure, but it is rumored that James Gunn is on a sequel is open to having a version of Henry Cavill playing Superman or playing a different role.
I think he's gonna have him play a different role.
I think he's gonna play a different role, but he's open to working with Henry Cavill, which is still good.
Yeah.
And again, James Gunn is a great fucking director.
He hasn't missed.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
And if you want more examples other than fucking Guardians of the Galaxy volumes 1 through 3, watch Slither, watch The Peacemaker.
Yep.
Like The Peacemaker.
Peacemaker's show is actually really
it is fucking dope. John Cena as a Peacemaker, I think it's a pretty good job.
It's still funny, but they still kept. It's a lot of shit going on in that show, but you kind of have to watch it because I can't really explain it. But it's really good.
I just love that one scene though. How there's that one scene where he finishes the big ass battle, and at the very end, everybody shows up, and he's like, "Oh, about fucking time, guys! What were you doing? Fucking fishes out there?"
Well, I think that's one of the. I don't know if that's the first one, but that's one of the first mature takes on the DCU.
Yeah,
that popped out.
Yeah,
that's at least in recent memory. I can't think of. Oh yeah, Birds of Prey.
Which one?
Birds of Prey.
Oh yeah, Birds of Prey too. But look, this movie looks like it's going to be dope.
It's going to be good. I think this movie's going to be fantastic.
It is definitely star. You said stacked with stars.
It's stacked.
Star-studded.
This has a very long list.
Yes, this is definitely star-studded. I had it right here. I
think they wrapped up filming too.
So they have a rough idea, or not rough. They have a rough for a plot on here on IMDb.
I wouldn't even worry about that. I think that's just like a placement holder because they haven't revealed anything about this plot yet. As far as what it's going to be about, nothing. Like they've literally said nothing.
No, I mean, because this like you said earlier, this sounds pretty vague. The summary that it has, I still want to read it off. It says, follows the titular superhero as he reconciles his heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way in a world that views this as old-fashioned. Yeah. Which, honestly, I think that's exactly what James Gunn said at one point in one of the interviews.
Yeah.
And they're just taking that quote because
they haven't said that whether or not it's not going to be an origin story. I think we know that, but we don't know when what timeline this is going to take place in as far as where Superman is in life.
Yes,
or like Clark Kent. Character.
One of the things that I like is that Nathan Fillion's going to be in this one.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion's fucking dope.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know Nathan Fillion, Firefly, he's definitely made a lot of appearances in the Marvel Universe.
Like side characters.
Yeah, extra side characters. One of his more notable roles in there in the Marvel Universe was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He played one of the security guards when they broke
it. Yeah.
Well, they didn't name him, but I just remember
there.
his scene was funny because him and Star-Lord had a conversation where they were comparing the fact that they had similar characters in their group, where basically the dummy
like
of the
his
group,
idiot cousin or some shit.
he had his idiot brother-in-law. He's like, oh, I got my idiot cousin. He's like, sucks, we gotta do this shit. Anyways, shit was dope. So check it out, July 11th. That's the official release date of Superman right now. So 2025.
We're a year away. I'm excited. And this movie officially marks the start of the new DC. Everything you've watched as far as Justice League and all the shit beforehand, erase it. It's gone.
So actually, I believe that the official start of it is going to start with an animated series. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh yeah.
But that's like the official start of James Gunn's like run.
Yeah.
But movie based, yes,
the first
Legacy,
movie,
Superman, not Superman Legacy. Superman is the beginning of James Gunn impact on the DCEU, which again, I'm excited. You know, at least it's in someone's hands who, in my opinion, is going to end up being right. Look, at the end of the day, he's going to end up being a version of Kevin Feige for the DCEU.
I wouldn't go that far yet.
Look, dude,
we got to see it. We got to see it first.
Again, we know his background. We know his impact on films.
Yeah.
So we know that. I feel like okay, you're right. Not everybody's going to feel the way I feel, but I do agree. I do think that he is the person that's going to basically fix all the problems that DCU experienced in that run with Zack Snyder's films. And I wish that they could have done a lot more because there was a lot of potential with a lot of those movies. Especially
the whole problem was they didn't care about the characters.
They did not.
I think that was a lot of.
And it was very clear. We saw that very clearly. This is just
Zack Snyder doing his own thing.
Yeah, we saw that very clearly in how poorly they cared about their actors when it came to the situation with the guy who played Cyborg. You know, like they did him so dirty out of everybody. You know, like that's fucked up his situation.
Yeah, I forgot what he did, but he commented on some shit, and then the studio kind of just said,
like,
and he still hasn't been in much since. No. Like I think he literally got blackballed. In Hollywood, so. And
I hope things turn around for him and get to be in it.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, July 11th, check it out. Superman, DCEU, the beginning of it. July 11th, 2025. That's just be special.
I was like, 2025.
Yeah, 2025, not this year, next year.
I was like, no,
but sometime this year,
baby.
But sometime this year, sometime in July of this year, we will probably have a teaser trailer of some sort.
Yeah, we're gonna have something. It looks like they're pretty far along in production. I'm pretty sure they finished filming.
Yeah.
But I could be making that up. I don't know. So much news flies by.
When there's more updates, when there's a lot more solid updates, a lot of big.
Just know that when the trailer drops, we'll be here reviewing it.
We will be here reviewing it. We will.
We're going to spend an hour on that shit.
Probably. Sure. Now, talking about impactful, movies, we also want to talk about the past. The next two movies we're going to be talking about are going to be hitting their 24th or 25th?
25th.
25 years old this year.
No, not going to be. They hit them this week.
Yeah. So we're talking. So first one we're going to talk is The Mummy. Okay. Now, The Mummy, it is a classic. Obviously,
one of the greatest movies ever made.
Brendan Fraser,
top 5.
To me,
not top 5, but still.
For me, for me, one of the things that's sad about this, not sad, but this was one of the last Brendan Fraser movies that he did before he kind of disappeared from Hollywood for a bit. Because after this movie, he kind of stuck to doing just TV shows. He made several appearances.
There was a few rom-coms that just didn't do great.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, he did disappear. He just started doing movies that just weren't doing well.
Yeah, they weren't good movies. And then there's some shit that happened. There's a whole bunch of shit behind the scenes to where he basically just dipped.
Yeah.
But these movies, well, mainly the first two, Mummy and Mummy Returns. I know there was some backlash about Mummy Returns back then. Personal classic for me. I fucking love both these movies. There's one, I can't really think of too many movies that are just, when you say this movie's fun, these are it.
Yeah.
For sure.
These are some fun-ass movies to watch.
Great pacing, great tone, editing, action, everything in these movies is fucking fun.
I honestly, I got to look back again to really figure out what really went wrong with Brendan Fraser's career and what he did, because I thought...
He didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, because I do remember he did the movie Blast from the Past. It wasn't that great.
There was that Bewitched movie.
Yeah, Bewitched was dope. There was Bewitched, and then there was another one where there was another one where he got... He dated a girl. Selma Hayek was in it. She was like the devil and giving him all kinds of wishes, whatever. Anyways, that one was dope. But this one, The Mummies, were just fucking great. Was
pinnacle childhood movies for me.
Yes.
I saw The Mummy. I think it might have been the same week as a double feature, because it was 1999. Mummy, I saw a double feature with The Mummy and The Matrix.
Okay.
Because they both turned 25 this year. So I was like, oh shit, like back to back. But yeah, no, Mummy, the first one is, I watched this movie countless times because remember, we watched it in theaters. Then we had the bootleg on VHS. Watched that shit every day. Then
That's
it
when
came
bootlegs
out.
were still on cassette tape.
Yeah, like just a great era. Like this movie's a fucking classic. What's your favorite scene out of the first one?
So, okay, I have a couple because the one is the comedy scene on the boat. Well, not comedy scene, but it's the scene on the boat.
Yeah.
When they first realize that they're being followed.
Yeah.
And then like he doesn't realize. Like I thought it was funny that he's sitting there, Brendan Fraser's sitting there talking or arguing with someone about something else.
Yeah.
And then they don't realize that someone gets on the boat, which is literally like to the left of them as it's happening. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're not noticing this shit?
Yeah.
He doesn't notice it until after he sees wet footprints on the floor.
Oh man.
And I mean, I'm like, yo, that's it.
Fire,
That, and then they showed it right now in the trailer because we have the trailer playing in the background.
Yep.
It was the trailer. It was when you kind of first see the mummy dude's powers. That one where he's controlling the sand and he opens his mouth and then he like swallows their plane. Like that was sick.
Like as a kid, that shit was
and this
fire.
scene too, where he thought he saw the mummies and he's like, "Oh shit, yeah, I'm not gonna fight these motherfuckers." And he drops the sword and just dips, like starts running. There's a lot of good moments.
Like it was funny because like I think that it obviously existed before that, but as a kid, that was like one of my first times seeing like an action movie that was also funny and witty and just cool.
Yeah.
And it stands the test of time. I watched it again like 2 weeks ago, and it's still fire. Like
I was trying to find it to watch it last night.
Oh, I got it on Vudu still.
Oh, you got it on Vudu? See, so that's where I should have probably gone to watch it. I was trying to watch it on YouTube. On YouTube, they had a bunch of versions of this movie where like somebody kept fast forwarding at five minutes.
Actually, you might be able to find it on Peacock because The
Mummy Returns is on Peacock, not this one. I tried.
Oh shit!
I was looking for it.
Licensing deals.
Yeah, see, and then how he's afraid of cats. That's just hilarious. I always thought that was funny, dude.
No, this movie's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Now everything after that is hit or miss.
I'm sorry. Like, look, this series was so good that it even spawned a sequel, which I know you don't want to talk about, but The Scorpion King, dude. Like, come on, The Mummy Returns.
We were having a good time.
Look, The Scorpion King making an appearance in The Mummy Returns did so well that even The Rock got his chance to star in one of his first starring roles. Remember, that's one of the first starring roles for The Rock.
What was your favorite scene in Scorpion King?
I don't remember because I don't remember the movie. But I'm just saying, dude, like the fact that he got his start as an extra for The Mummy Returns to get his first starring role.
How did you feel about his look
as the Mummy, as in The Mummy Returns or in the Scorpion
Mummy Returns?
In The Mummy Returns,
like when he popped out,
I thought they did him dirty. I thought they did him dirty. Like they made him look hell. I thought I was looking at a version of the Rock.
That whole movie looks great, and then you get to that scene, it's like, what the?
The Rock looks like definitely looks CGI.
Yeah, bro.
He definitely looks CGI.
I don't. It wasn't great.
Look, man. I get it.
Why did you bring that bullshit?
Because we got it.
We're having a great time.
We can't just talk about The Mummy and not talk about The Mummy Returns and Scorpion King. What we won't talk about is the remake that fucking Tom Cruise made. We won't talk about that shit because that was trash. That will end this conversation.
My name is Greg Anderson. I would never make a bad comment about Tom Cruise. He's one of my goats.
Look, no.
But that movie was terrible.
The dude made one bad movie, and that was The Mummy. Every other thing you've made, Tom Cruise, I fucking love. But The Mummy, fuck that shit. Get that shit out of here.
Where they got this French, where they fucked up, is the third one.
When they did the Scorpion King?
No, the third Mummy movie.
Wait, there was a third Mummy movie?
Exactly. When they brought the whole...
Oh, wait, that was the one with Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah, they brought the original cast back and everything. No, not Jackie Chan, Jet Li.
Jet Li, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
The Mummy, yeah, it was like, it was based in
I think it was like
Asia
2000.
now.
I think it was like 2008,
Oh, I forgot.
2009. A lot of people did. It happened, but it wasn't memorable. It wasn't good at all.
That's what happened.
I went to a midnight showing for it. I was excited.
You were the only one there.
No, it was sold out.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
oh,
it was sold out. No, but yeah, it wasn't great.
Wow, man, that's fucking wild.
I don't remember what it was called, but yeah,
it's something Dragon Tomb, wasn't it? Now that I'm remembering, it's like the Dragon Tomb or something like that.
For Brendan Fraser's sake, we pretend it doesn't exist. We don't know.
Look, the last movie after his next movie after The Mummy will always be The Whale. That's what, I don't care what he did in between that and that.
I don't think he did anything after Mummy 3. No, I think about it.
Well, he did. I told you he did Blast from the Past. He did.
No, I'm talking about the Mummy 3.
The Mummy 3
from 2008. No,
I don't think he did. That's where he really took that break.
Yeah,
he disappeared from Hollywood. Because the only other thing he did that was TV based was he was in episodes of Scrubs. He played the brother-in-law of one of the main characters in there, which was, by the way, a sad-ass fucking episode, dude. I cried. But
tell us about everything you cried about.
No, I don't want to tell you about everything I cried about. We'll be here for another hour, and O doesn't have that much time.
Facts.
Big facts.
But there we go. I don't hear myself anymore. But going that,
I can hear my own thoughts.
You can hear your own thoughts. But going forward, now I do. Now I hear you guys.
There you go. You're good.
Yeah.
This week was also the same 25-year anniversary for Star Wars: The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, The Phantom Menace. That one was dope too.
With the legendary icon, of course, one of the greatest characters of all time, Jar Jar Binks.
Who?
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh yes.
You thought I was gonna say Darth Maul, huh?
No, like, look, man, I'm sorry. Like, we talked about this. We talked about this off screen for a very long time. No. This was the most hated Star Wars movie for that very fact.
Until the next one happened.
Even that. Well, look, Episode 1, 2, and 3 are probably the ones that are hated on the most.
I know. I think we talked about, but people are actually like changing their minds about
now
those
movies.
It's pissing me off.
Again, like you watch The Big Bang Theory, you watch Community, you watch any show that has a character that's nerdy in there, and they all make references to how bad that one was. And I mean,
it has its audience. It has its audience, man. Like,
and look, I'll admit, for a very long time, I didn't care what people thought. I thought that movie was good, and I still think so. I think it has its good moments.
I still hate it.
Is it one of the best Star Wars ones? No, not the best. I think, in my opinion, best one is always going to be Episode 5. Episode 5 is probably one of my favorites because it's the one I honestly.
I'm not mad at that.
It was one of the ones that I watched the most with my family. I have the most memories of watching with my family. Like all the other ones I've watched either by myself or with the homies. But like Episode 5 was the one that my family was like, "Yo, this is pretty dope."
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I think mine is probably still Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back. That was a good one, man. They're all dope.
Yeah. I think out of those prequels though, the first one, I don't care about it.
You had the Phantom Menace,
Attack
Episode 1,
of the Clones,
Episode 2,
and then Revenge of the Sith,
and that was Episode 3.
I actually liked Episode 3, even though it was still kind of ass, but it was still more fun than like.
Yeah.
Like I remember going to see Attack of the Clones with my dad, and I fell asleep for like an hour.
Attack of the Clones?
Yeah, it was boring, bro. And they're very bloated, long movies, man. But the third one got it right. Kind of.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I mean, it was better. It was better, but
Phantom Menace though, you can't forget the fucking racing scenes. That was it. That was it for me.
No, I mean that was the most iconic scene in it.
I don't think we got anything that cool in Star Wars since.
No.
Well, I mean, as far as movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I have to.
I know some people are gonna probably throwing shit at the camera right now, like or TV, but I'm like, nah. I mean, that's one of the last like iconic like what was the pod racers? That shit. Did you ever play the pod racer game on the N64?
Yes.
See,
I did.
I just opened up a core memory with the little blue cartridge. That shit was fire.
Because my cousin had it. My cousin had it. He I remember it was the only video game he wanted that year. Ooh, careful. It was the only video game he wanted that year from his parents, and we liked it. Me, on the other hand, I wanted. He's over here trying to play Star Wars Pod Racer. I'm over here trying to play Resident Evil Code Veronica. Oh, yeah, that shit was dope, right?
Code Veronica.
Anyways,
I had that shit on PlayStation.
I mean, this one, okay. Look, there was a lot of things wrong. Not wrong, but there was a lot of things that got.
There's a lot of shit wrong in this movie.
Yeah, but look. At the same time, I tell people that when I do talk to people about this movie, I think one of the things we can appreciate about these early versions or these prequels are the fact that they helped establish storylines like The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
they helped tell the story of Star Wars Rogue One. They helped tell the story. They helped establish all those points that allowed us to get them when we got better CGI. Because look, when it comes to the one-offs, when it comes to the one-offs of these movies, I think Rogue One is probably one of my favorite ones. It was probably one of the ones.
Rogue One, it kind of depends on who you're talking to. I think Rogue One is probably one of my favorite Star Wars. It's not my favorite Star Wars.
Look, you can't tell me that scene at the end of that, when once they got the plans to the Death Star,
Yeah.
and you see the young Vader is like ripping everything apart to get to him,
Yeah.
and they still get the plans over to the ship that
Did you know that was a reshoot, by the way?
Yeah, that was all reshoot.
Yeah.
There was all of that, all of that, with the exception that they because by then the girl who played Princess Leia had already died.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
the version of her character was like basically
Her fucking
imposed
AI
into that. Yeah,
character that they made in there.
The AI of that was imposed into that. You know?
Yeah, I saw that.
And
That shit
I
was
forget.
crazy.
I think it was in that same one that there was somebody else who was digitally imposed.
That was
the general.
The general.
Yeah, the general.
Yeah.
It was the same version, and everybody was like, "Yo, that shit's sick. That's just dope."
Yeah, his look good. I think Princess Leia's was the one that everyone was like, it looks
Yeah.
weird.
No,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like people can appreciate why people are starting to appreciate
Phantom Menace.
the Phantom Menace, Rogue, Attack of the Clones, and all these, because of all those, and we're getting all this new shit that's making it better.
I'll say this. I'm not gonna completely shit on Phantom Menace. One, dual-sided lightsaber.
Yes.
Duh.
Dope ass fight. Dope ass fight. Darth Maul.
Darth Maul looked cool as fuck. Like
Yeah.
all that shit was cool.
And it's so crazy, okay, so the guy who played Darth Maul.
Shouts to him.
Yes.
I can't
He
remember his
also
name.
plays Toad in X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I
sick.
can't remember his fucking name.
I don't remember either. But he's I believe he's the director's brother of the X-Men one, the first X-Men movie.
Was it?
I think he was related to the director. I can't remember, but yes. Anyways, Darth Maul.
yeah,
that fight scene was good,
Brunson.
and then you have Jar Jar Binks, bro. I think Jar Jar Binks is the most hated character in Star Wars
Of all time.
and I could be wrong. Okay,
No, you're right.
So Star Wars fans, please, like the core Star Wars fans, please don't.
No,
come at
I'm
me.
telling you, you're right.
Am I? Okay,
Yeah, you're
well,
right. You hit the fucking nail on the head right
like
there.
they don't like him.
No one likes him.
And the fucked up thing
I
is,
mean,
the
there's
guy,
people that do. I'm not gonna say that, but
have you ever seen the YouTube video from the guy who voices? So the guy who
Jar Jar
voices Jar Jar Binks, he makes videos of himself as Jar Jar Binks now because people are liking him now.
Oh yeah, they're liking now, but back then,
Oh yeah, he was the most hated person.
and
And
there's an iconic series on YouTube.
yeah,
I don't know if it's still there. That like does a critical breakdown of all three of the fucking prequels, and it's one of the funniest shits I've ever seen in my life. And I think it's still there. If you can still find it, it's great. I don't remember what the name of the guys anymore, but that shit was funny as hell.
So how did you feel about seeing a young Anakin Skywalker in this one? Did you appreciate the story that they gave with him? Do you think that they did a good job of trying to establish him though?
Yeah, but I mean, did they do a good job? It depends who you talk to, because the kid back then, it's a kid actor, man. He's not gonna be amazing. Like he was okay, but I don't feel like they really got to like really establishing him until maybe part 3.
Okay.
I feel like if they just started there, they probably would have been fine. Because like his backstory was cool, but everyone was kind of like, get to the shits. Like,
Yeah, I get
we
it.
didn't have to see all that.
No.
When he killed all those kids in part 2, though, I was like, oh shit, we back.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Order 66. When
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it was Order 66 and he did that.
When he pulled up on an old
see,
boy with the lights.
Now look, see, and then again,
Little nigga.
those are the things I'm talking about. Because which one was it? There was an episode. There was one of the Disney shows where they were going back and forth. I think it was Ahsoka. They were going back and forth to.
I forgot that existed.
Yeah, they did the live action Ahsoka, which was pretty dope. If you haven't checked it out, I started watching it.
It was the same thing with Marvel, bro. They
Yeah.
put out too many fucking shows. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't care.
It's so hard to keep up. Like now,
Yeah.
like Bats. There's the
Andor,
Bad
I still gotta
Batch.
finish.
Yeah, Andor. I never finished either. They just dropped something else. The Star Wars Tales of the Empire. That's something new,
Bro.
Yeah. So, but
cool.
look, all of this
Yeah.
is because of a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of unanswered shit, a lot of plot holes that they left in those first three prequels.
That's been like, I think one of the main beefs with Phantom Menace and everything after is like they establish these things, but then there's been a lot of like revisionist, like we got to go back and pass some shit out, rewrite certain like it's not everything's canon anymore. I don't know how they're still rolling with it. Fuck
Look,
that. Like
all
the
I know,
first movie,
all I know is that we got the Mandalorian out of all this shit, and Grogu and the Mandalorian are probably the best show that they have out there.
that movie's still coming out.
So they're officially making a movie about it.
No, they announced it.
Okay, dope. I'm
Called
excited
the
about that.
I think it's literally called.
And
The
I like the
Mandalorian
fact
and
that they
Grogu.
have Pedro Pascal in there as the Mandalorian, dude.
Yeah, Disney owns him now, so he can't leave. He can't go anywhere.
But look, the Star Wars. We're gonna keep doing more Star Wars down the line. As we keep going, because I'm a big fan. I will tell you, I'm a big fan of like these of Star
we
Wars.
should say,
What's up?
the re-release of this one, it made $15 million over the weekend.
Yeah. See, so that's how you can tell that there's
still a fan base for this.
There is still a big fan base for it. If it's able to make $15 million after 25 years, it's like, fuck, that's crazy.
Like Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah. And am I a big fan of the last 3 that came out, the episode 7, 8, and 9? I don't know. You know what I will say this? I will say that I did go watch
Last Jedi.
I liked so I did watch the last one that came out in Mexico. And you know what, dude? It felt like a whole different movie because it was all in Spanish. It felt like a whole different movie.
Dub did it for you?
Yes. I was like, yo, okay, this is pretty exciting now.
I remember walking out of that shit. No, I didn't walk out the movie, but I was just like, damn, J.J. Abrams fucked up. Like, this wasn't. It felt like they made this episode 7, and then Rian Johnson came in at episode 8, flipped over the whole table, like, kicked everything over, walked out, and then J.J. Abrams was like, all right, oh, fuck.
Damn.
Like, how do we end this now? I was like, shout out to Rian Johnson. Then he made Knives Out after that.
Let's make what's his name? Her grandfather. That's how we end this shit.
And they did Finn dirty. You know, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not going down that rabbit hole.
No, man.
Shout out to Menace stuff.
Anyways, if you haven't checked it out, if you for some reason have not watched Star Wars: The Phantom Menace,
you don't have to.
You don't really have to.
I'm kidding. I'm fucking around.
Check it out. It's a good movie. I thought it was,
define good.
I mean. Like I said, am I going to sit there and watch the whole movie in one sitting? Probably not. I'll probably start watching and find something else to do once I get bored.
Watch like paint dry.
But when it comes to the whole lore of Star Wars and everything, look, it's early releases. Being the fact they released at the time period it did,
it was 99. There was still cool shit happening.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool shit. But for being released at that time period, it was ahead of its game when it came to the CGI, dude. It looked a lot better. It looked a lot better compared to what we were getting at that time.
No, it did. But The Matrix came out a week or two before that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. Now the Matrix, the Matrix is the Matrix.
That shit, it kind of changed the game. I'm not gonna hold you.
Look, okay. Look, I don't know, man. All I know is that when this movie came out, I got it bootlegged. This movie. Look, if you lived in L.A. or anywhere in the hood around that time, you got all these movies on bootleg at some point. And
we're not talking about studio copies. We talk about niggas with cameras.
No. In the theater, I had a studio copy.
Oh, this?
Yeah, I had.
Actually, no. You're right. No, that didn't come out around the same time.
This movie was the very first movie I bought. Yeah. That was a DVD bootleg. I didn't buy a cassette tape bootleg for this one. Yeah. It was a DVD bootleg, and it was a screener because this was when the era of leaked screener copies was starting to come out.
And where did everyone go to get their DVD players at? Or at least I did. Fry's Electronics. Why? Because they were $20.
Yep. And then I had that one homie in school because this came out when I was still in high school. And I had that one homie.
You old as fuck.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
My bad.
Anyways, no. When this one came out, the homie got it. He had them for $5, bro. $5. Any bootleg you wanted, he can get. And not all of them were screeners, but this one was a fucking screener.
Sometimes they were 10.
Yep. It was 10. It was 10 if it was the day it came out.
Yeah.
After that, I always waited until the next day because the next day was $5.
Yeah, I know they got sick when we found out how to download shit ourselves.
But he was also the same guy I got all my bootlegs from when it came to the Dreamcast.
Oh my God. You're fucking bootleg.
Right?
You're a thief.
Don't lie. Hey,
criminal.
Hey, man, stop snitching. Anyways. Check out Star Wars. Check out all the shows on Disney Plus. You're gonna love them. I personally love the Mandalorian. I like Ahsoka. Yeah, I'm excited to check out the new ones. There's a newer one coming out, and then supposedly they're making a Darth Vader one. It's supposed to be based on Darth Vader.
Yeah, I don't know the name. I saw like a piece of it pop up on my timeline the other day. But I mean, there's always something coming out about Star Wars. I can't keep up with the shit.
Did you see the one that came out with? What's his name? Obi-Wan Kenobi.
No,
dude, that one was really good. You got to check out that one.
Because I got burnt out. Like before that one even came out.
Take your time watching them, bro. You don't have to rush yourself. Take your time watching it. It's good. But that one was good.
Never coming back.
I will say that one was good because the fight scene between him and like the refight scene, the round 2 between him and Vader,
spoiler,
him and Anakin, was sick.
I'm never gonna watch it now. You just spoiled it.
Oh, my bad.
That's crazy.
My bad. Anyways,
I didn't even know that
next we're gonna talk about Deadpool.
Remember when you spoiled it? Nah, man. What did you want to say about Deadpool? What happened?
There's an update. Reshoots, bro.
Well, first we got new posters this week.
Yes.
No, but we don't. I don't remember. It was like from CinemaCon or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, we got a few updates, man. They are doing some reshoots.
Yeah, they're doing some reshoots mainly for cameos.
Yeah. Have you seen? How do you feel about the rumor cameo list?
I gotta bring it up again.
Wait, hold on. Before we get to that, spoiler alert for anybody listening. If you don't want to know or have any idea as to what the fuck's about, who could be in it, it might be a good time to like pause it or skip ahead right now.
Yes. So let's see right now. Deadpool cameos. 14 characters rumored to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, can I say my favorite one?
Who?
Wesley Snipes as Blade.
Yes.
Pop it back up.
Oh, I hope that comes up, dude. I really hope that.
I hope so, because I don't know if you remember like the behind the scenes with Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds is in that movie. They didn't like each other. Like they got,
that would be so
like Wesley Snipes cannot fuck
funny,
with Ryan Reynolds, bro. So that's why I'm like, I actually hope this happens.
Like it would be so funny if it happens, and then they somehow break the fourth wall as actors,
or make a tax joke.
Like they just make jokes on each other, like about why they didn't like each other back then or something.
That'd be funny as fuck.
So so going down the list, rumored. Okay, rumored. This is not. We're not gonna say it's not confirmed because some of these are confirmed, but I don't want to say which ones just yet. Rumored. Patrick Stewart as Professor X. We already saw him once.
We always saw.
Yeah, we already saw him once in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Then you have Halle Berry as a Storm, which I think would be sick as fuck too.
Yeah.
Halle Berry as Storm. Nice to see her in that. And you got James Marsden as Cyclops. Again, Cyclops. So a lot of these because
it's basically like a lot of the OG cast.
Yeah. Supposedly Ben Affleck, but that's not confirmed because I keep hearing Ben Affleck as Daredevil.
As who?
But,
as Daredevil.
Yeah, it's a version of Daredevil. But again, I also heard that for Secret Wars. I also heard that he was going to make an appearance supposedly in Secret Wars as well. As
Daredevil. But that ended up being a Disney Plus show that was ass. So like,
yeah.
It's okay.
if we get a version of Daredevil, I hope it's the more newer version of Daredevil. I think he would be a better fit for Secret Wars. I can understand why.
Wait, Secret Wars?
Yeah, but I'm saying that the only reason I mentioned that is because the rumor with Ben Affleck is that he's supposed to make an appearance in this one and Secret Wars. It makes more sense why he would make an appearance in this one, not necessarily Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Because this is the end of the Fox universe, basically the Fox X-Men universe. So the appearances you would see in this movie would be those who are, in the Fox universe of the X-Men movies, the X-Men Marvel movies, I should say.
Man, now, if they do that for Secret Wars, that's gonna be fucking massive, bro.
That would be.
That's a huge.
There's already a huge.
Cast,
there's already a huge list of like supposed rumor.
Like, how do you fit that all into a movie? Like, fuck.
Endgame, bro. Look at Endgame. They did it in Endgame.
This is bigger than that.
I mean, can you really get bigger than Endgame?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll wait to see. All right. Another one that's rumored to appear. Yeah. Chris Hemsworth as Thor again.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. Possibly. Yeah. So that could also help. That could also be. Remember,
Doctor Strange is still kind of around. Like,
So but one of the things I like about that is okay. If it happens, then it explains the reason why we see the portal opening. But at the same time, that might not even be the reason happening. That all might just be 100% misleading.
I mean, every Marvel trailer is going to be misleading at some point.
Yeah. Now this one is confirmed because we saw him in the trailer. Aaron Stanford as Pyro.
Wow.
Yeah.
You spoiled that.
And then you got Walker Scoobill as Kid Pool.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So remember, we're going to see a version of Kid Pool, Dog Pool. We're going to see like a lot of variants of Deadpool in this.
I mean, that's a given. I mean, it's a multiverse Deadpool movie. Like we had, I wonder how long this one's going to be. One that you
said too, Taylor Maine as Sabretooth.
Yeah.
That's going to be dope. I think this movie's going to be about 2 hours long. It's going to be about 2 hours long, bro.
2 hours, 30 minutes.
I think so.
You want to make a bet on the runtime?
No. I'm pretty sure I'll lose. I'm not great at betting. Then you got Jason Fleming as Azazel.
Yeah.
Which is, again, you see him in the trailer. He's one of the character we're talking to specifically he's the red devilish character.
Yeah.
He's that character. So, again, someone's going to see. Owen Wilson, which would be dope to see him as Mobius, see him come back as Mobius, which would make sense because the TVA is in the movie. And maybe we don't know what version of the TVA. From what we're reading and understanding is that.
Well, would that even be a cameo, really? Just because he's already kind of there.
Yeah, but remember.
Yeah.
The point I was going to make right now is that, remember, the TVA is turning out to now be, there might be multiple versions of the TVA.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, so this could be one where it's like, maybe it was, remember, in the Loki movie, the TVA already didn't get along. There was the version that was still for destroying all of them, and there was a version that was like, no, we should be saving all the universes, not destroying them.
Yeah.
You know, so maybe there's a faction influx in there.
It's a lot of shit.
It creates that. So, and that's why Mobius makes an appearance. I don't know. A lot of shit that could be happening in that one.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the real like cameos, like people that aren't in the universe already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Okay, so like maybe this one, Nicholas Hoult is Beast.
Yeah.
Holt, he's the original. Not the original,
Holt,
but he's
not the OG Beast, but he's from like first class era.
Oh wow. This one, I don't know. I hope it's not true, but Taylor Swift as Dazzler. Yeah. Look at your face.
Yeah, let's go. Big Swifties.
So that's so far like that's a small list of the rumored list,
Okay.
So there's a lot more. There's a lot more to this.
We'll get to it.
I'm
excited for this. We were like 2 months away.
Yeah, 2 more months till we get to see it and find out for sure, dude. I'm excited because one of the other things I was telling Greg off the air was that the fact that there's a lot of superimposing in this. There's a YouTuber who's gone through and has watched the movie and broke it down to, or watched the trailer, not the movie.
Yeah.
Broke it down to a point where he thinks he's figured out where Disney might be lying to us when it comes to Wolverine. Because one of the things that they're not showing is Wolverine wearing the cap or the cowl.
Oh, yeah.
The cowl that he wears.
That'd be fucking heat.
Like, there's some scenes, and when I say he's done like the detailed look into it, he's gone to the point where he points out scenes where it looks like Wolverine's hair is spaced out to look like the pointy points of the cowl. But remember, in the comic, his hair always looked pointy on the edge. His hair always looked pointed to the edges, like he had the cowl on all the time or something. But in the show, in the commercial, or in the trailer, he shows you scenes where his hair looks really wavy and fluffy because it's running normally, and then he shows you where it looks like it's there and it's just imposed and tracking, so it looks like it's normal hair.
That'd be fire. I'd finally get the actual full Wolverine look in the movies.
And I think for sure, I think I
have to do it. Yeah.
Honestly, I think the scene where he's walking over Deadpool and Deadpool is like, you might help him, and we see that shadow.
Yeah.
I think that's the scene where we're going to see him in the full outfit, and again, Marvel is just misleading us by removing. And
it'll be a good surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, we just fucking spoiled it for you, but who cares? I'm excited for that if that happens.
It's going to be a dope one. What's the release date again? It's July.
Shit, I know we're close. July.
Oh, man. We both got to look at our phones for this one.
July 11th?
July 11th was
Superman? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's July 25th.
Yeah, this was more July 25th toward the end of the month. Let me see.
Release date. No, July 26th. I was close.
July 26th. So there you go. July 26th, Deadpool. Any more updates that come up? We're gonna try to get on it and try to talk about it on there. For this one, they're doing all these reshoots because, again, a lot more cameos that they're rumored to be. That's why they're shooting these.
Yeah.
So a lot of these cameos, most of these reshoots are going to be probably like less than 1 day shoots just to add the scene of whatever cameo they're
probably take like a week to. Maybe a week, 2 weeks. That's it, just to get everybody on the schedule and whatnot.
And I'm really excited because at the same time, my only other question is this movie going to help set up Secret Wars? Because it would make sense why it would. Yeah. But then I can understand why Marvel wouldn't.
I think it's going to be more Fantastic Four. I think this might be the start of it, but Fantastic Four is going to be where they start shooting for the moon.
This could be, and I agree. Maybe the way I see it, because the way I say it is that how this movie ends could initially trigger Secret Wars.
Yeah.
This whatever, this could be the reason. What I would love to see is a post-credit scene of Doom somewhere at the end of this, but I doubt we're going to get that. I think we're not going to get that until the actual Fantastic Four.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're just saving that for Fantastic
if
Four.
Not, because of what he does, that's what causes Fantastic Four to end up in the 60s. Because remember, what they've kind of leaked already for that is it's going to be based on the comic book where they time travel back to the 60s and they get stuck there and they're trying to figure out a way to get back.
Because there's still elements that are present day that were like kind of put out as Easter eggs there, but
Yeah.
nothing confirmed. Like we're still kind of like up in the air, but which is why I'm excited. So I don't know what angle they're gonna take with it. It's gonna be fucking fire.
We'll just have to wait and see when it comes out, July 25th. You know, and
26.
26, and we are going to review that one for sure. What I would like to do for that one is probably go watch it and then come straight to the studio and do a review right away. We're gonna have so much shit
Thursday,
to watch.
I'm going Thursday night, whenever that comes out.
All right. Well, we're probably gonna go. Either that, or we're gonna go live. So tune in. When that happens. But for now, we're gonna cut it. This is it, man. Movies y Mas, episode 10 is in the books. I'm your boy, Big Mas Tomas. ODM. Shout out to you, man.
Yo,
Big
man,
producer.
much love. It's another great episode in the bag, fellas.
Sir.
Yeah. So thank y'all. Pay attention. Remember, follow us. Movies.y.mas. Say it all together. It's Movies y Mas.
Hell yeah.
What'd you say? Something about hygiene?
IG.
Oh, on the IG.
Oh, I thought you said you need to talk about your hygiene again.
Whoa. What about my hygiene?
Deodorant, nigga.
Hey, you know what? I did put on deodorant, okay? I put
too.
it on yesterday.
I'm proud of you.
I put it on yesterday, okay?
You're right. I'm proud of you.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
Drop and give me 50.
Oh, A minor.
Kendrick won.